Hello everyone, welcome to the Well Done Podcast. This is episode 23. My name is Malik, and I'm currently facing a midlife crisis.
Oh, yeah, I'm Seraphie, and I'm freezing my butt off. It's like 18 degrees here.
This is Ghost, and Malik, you'll always be young and beautiful to me.
Aww. Thank you,
so
Ghost.
nice.
That kind of makes me happy a little bit. For those that don't know, we're a capcom-unity based podcast group. We kind of serve as like the community icebreakers. You might see someone posting and wonder what they're like. Well, this is pretty much what the podcast is for, getting you to know the community better. So today we're really excited. We have a super awesome guest. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yeah, what up, Zeros and Ones? This is your boy Mike Bust from the band Arcadians. Y'all, of course, know me better as Viride from Monster Hunter Tri. And I just want to say straight up that this is a supreme honor, privilege, and an immense pleasure to be joining the very best video podcast on the subject of Monster Hunter on the internet. It's a great pleasure to be here, guys. Thanks for having me.
Whoa! I don't know what to say to that.
I know, I thought chumps from last episode.
Don't worry, the check is in the mail. The check is in the mail.
If I get a tiara like Judge, then that'll just make me happy right there. You don't even have to send a check.
Well, you know what? I think we can talk to a few people up there. I mean, it's sort of a mystery where that came from, but we're getting to the bottom of it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's Scooby doing that stuff, man? We can figure that mystery out.
Nice shot there. We got some nice of a read there. Nice cleavage shots.
Yeah, you're seeing the best of me at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
You always got to start on a high note and then like kind of work your way down from there. So, I'm feeling good about it.
We're going straight
alrighty.
Straight to the bottom.
All right. You were just looking sexy there. Okay. Well, hey, I've got a quest for us, and
I know, this is just one colorful podcast. On purpose.
We are very colorful.
We are. I'm excited to have all the fans of Viride that has. So we want to welcome all of Viride's fans sneaking in onto this podcast, watching us.
Yeah, guys.
What's up, guys?
Shout out to them.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun, but we're probably gonna get right into these questions because I think we have more questions than any guest that we've had before. It's only 2, but still.
Is that right?
Yeah, you are our third guest. But yeah, you definitely have quite a few questions. So
let's dive right in.
Yeah, we're gonna go right into it. First on the list.
Oh, I missed out. I pressed the button. I'm sorry.
You what? Did we
I
leave
missed
you?
the quest. Yeah, you guys.
Oh my god!
Yes!
I really interrupted the first question. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh no!
It'll give us.
I don't know if I'll get. Okay, let's go back and let's go ahead and ask questions while we head on back.
Yeah.
Right
start off.
First question, Jer. First, he says. The first question is Faith No More or Mr. Bungle?
Straight up, I'm so glad that someone asked me this question. I used to engage in late night debates with people in college about this very question. And so this is really what it kind of comes down to for me. Mr. Bungle arose when a group of high school students began a death metal band in rural Northern California. As they evolved into a number of different subgenres of music, including ska, rockabilly, reggae, jazz, circus, and film music, they cemented themselves as one of the most influential bands of all time, with a stage repertoire and an album history that speaks volumes for itself. In some ways, they were a supergroup before any of them had actually composed or recorded music before, what with Mike Patton's influence and reverence in modern circles, not to mention that their drummer, Danny Heffitz, is the grandson of Joshua Heffitz, one of the most influential and controversial violinists of all time. By contrast, Faith No More is a hard rock band, also from Northern California, and they were known for merging early 80s synth pop with the burgeoning Bay Area metal sound that was being made popular by bands like Metallica. They experienced a number of lineup changes in the position of guitarist and vocalist that made for an incredibly varied catalog amongst their studio albums, especially given how important those particular roles are in a rock band. After Chuck Mosley was kicked out of the band for substance abuse issues, they hired, lo and behold, Mike Patton from the aforementioned Mr. Bungle to fill his place, mostly due to Patton's rising repertoire of singing styles and vocal inflections that he had developed in that band. After guitarist Jim Martin left, he commented that Mike Patton's vision for the band didn't agree with him, and of course, who should they hire on guitars after that? Trace Bruance from Mr. Bungle. So, while Faith No More have an extensive and worthwhile catalog, their existence is hard to judge without a group of high school students grabbing instruments, starting Mr. Bungle, and who are really widely known as one of the most talented and influential bands of the last 25 years. Too long didn't read, Mr. Bungle wins.
Wow.
That was amazing.
Dang.
That was like true Hollywood stories. I don't know.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
I felt like I was watching True Hollywood Stories, and like
Yeah?
the
Alright,
announcer. You scripted that. Don't lie to me.
I did. I totally scripted that. You know.
Yes.
But as soon as I saw that question, I was like, I used to debate people on this late into the night, and I've heard every single counter argument you can possibly hear. And you know, this is coming from someone that heard Faith No More's epic. You guys remember this one? You want it all, but you can't have it. Like, I remember hearing that song as like a really young kid and being like, wow, I want to play rock music. You know, like. So I have a lot of warm fuzzy feelings for Faith No More, but it doesn't change the fact that they wouldn't exist without Mr. Bungle. Or they would exist certainly, but would just be a footnote in some rock journalist's repertoire bands that he covered from clubs or something. And of course, I was lucky enough to start off at Rathalos. Good times.
Nice.
This guy loves me.
I was hoping that was Ghost Job today, but sadly.
And
I'm going to try and steal the KO, though. I got some rapid fire Crag going on. It's going to be a good time.
fun with that.
I'm going to try, Ghost. I'm going to try.
I don't care about Rathalos. A good Rathalos is a dead Rathalos with its face smashed in. Except when it's so Rathalos.
And people say I'm wrong for complaining about Agnaktor. Listen to you. Moving on, the second question. We share a mutual affinity for punk rock. What subgenre of punk rock is your favorite? Mine is probably anarcho-crust / peace punk.
I am a fan of crust punk, and but I'm a pretty nerdy guy, if you guys couldn't tell already. And the genre of punk rock and hard rock music that appeals to me most is called mathcore. And it's like, just imagine the nerdiest math students you can starting a heavy metal band and just going psycho. Like, that's just my absolute favorite genre of rock music, of the sort of like punk genre. Some of my favorite bands from that genre are the Dillinger Escape Plan, The Chariot, and Genghis Tron.
Nice.
And I didn't get to steal the KO.
It's still up for auction. I just
how could you go?
It's still for sale.
yeah, it's still.
Oh, there it is.
Okay,
I think that was it.
Go away, Seraphie.
I'm gonna steal your KO with my punish draw and lunge.
Oh,
I'm gonna thrust you away.
Explosions!
Awesome.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, Rathalos. You staying here with me, buddy. Or not, whatever. That's good. Ouch.
Whatever you like, really. I mean, you're the giant red dragon. You choose.
I'm dreading this next question because it's so long and I'm probably going to die. So
This is a great question.
let me see if I can hide behind a shield. Yeah.
Oh, nice. The long enough to read this question.
Spooky action at a distance, also known as quantum entanglement, shows that once a pair of particles interact and are then separated, they will continue to interact with one another, irrespective of distance. This action is only seen if you measure one of the pair.
Oh, nice!
If you measure one of the pair. Once measured, the other particle will take on the appropriate action, typically the opposite of the first particle. This leads to the possibility of transportation devices. There have been experiments sending a particle from one lab to another, a distance similar to that of New York to Philadelphia, to much success. Do you think there will be a time when this is a viable form of time travel, or is a transporter simply flashy science fiction?
This is a fantastic question. This is how I'm going to address this, because this is actually a really complex question, and I could really spend an hour and a half talking about this, and I'm not an expert. But in Thomas Kuhn's The Structure of Scientific Revolutions, he coined the term paradigm shift. What's going on, Ghost?
I'm planning on getting that book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, excellent.
love,
We're going to talk Thomas Kuhn for a half second here.
Physics.
He coined the term paradigm shift in referring to how the basal models and understandings of a scientific community are reflected in the highest levels of work that they're capable of. And we are reaching the point with Einsteinian physics that we're starting to see the limitations of it. I mean, we're starting to see the point at which the big crunch that we were all expecting after the Big Bang, for example, is no longer hypothesized to be happening based on the expansion of the universe. So when it comes to quantum entanglement, I think it's a really fascinating field, and we're obviously making really great strides as a species in that field. But I think we really do need a paradigm shift after the Einsteinian model that really kind of reflects our new understandings of the universe. And it's not that everything about Einstein's models were imperfect or really bad in a sense, but I think we do need a paradigm shift. And it could be that the paradigm is already upon us. That like,
go away, Valor!
like Nikola Tesla could have easily set up the parameters. Nice knockout. So I think we need a paradigm shift. Is the short answer there?
It's some of it deals with also quantum gravity is not exactly fully known. It's not understand how do particles stay to one another. It's not exactly as simple as electromagnetic fields or such as like oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of the word. But basically, our understanding of how particles stay together, we don't have an idea as to how they officially stay together. If you look,
that's absolutely right, Ghost.
If you look into these theories and you have the string theory, M theory, so many theories, quantum theory, quantum fluctuation, and quantum fluctuation is actually a question that gets brought up later, which is interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
I think the most fascinating aspect of quantum entanglement is that quarks, when observed, behave differently than not observed.
Yes,
which to me opens the door to philosophers, poets, artists, whatever. Like the quantum model is capable to be questioned by anyone at this point.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why we specifically need a paradigm shift. We need to really bring in every single facet and discipline and reanalyze why it is that we still are somewhere between Einsteinian and Newtonian physics. And we got to take the next step.
Yeah.
Before we
can
really
how
see
particles when observed will act like particles, but when not observed they act like waves.
Like waves. Exactly.
Nice.
Anyway, next question. This is
and I actually skipped a question. What brought you to Unity, and what made you stay?
This is actually an easing, if not a question that makes me a little bit peevish. It makes me a little peevish, I gotta admit. I came to Unity for Operation Cherry Blossom, and I stayed for the awesome and amazing people.
Nice.
Aww.
Nice. Well, you know
what? That's the long and short of it.
What's important is you got there and you stayed. So we're happy.
I tend to agree. Yeah, I tend to agree.
I like this last question of his because I've been wondering about this myself. Dolly Parton is clearly a robot. Do you think her chest cleavage is a hiding place for all that circuitry, or is it contrived and obvious?
I gotta say, man, Dolly Parton is still rocking it. She was on the Colbert Report. Maybe 4 weeks ago. She was on pretty recently, and she rocks it. I mean, I always knew she had soul. I wasn't aware that she didn't have a soul and was like a soulless robot. So I'm amazed by this personally. But to more directly answer the question, I think using her chest to house her circuitry is quite simply brilliant. It must have made for a hell of a day for that happy engineer who designed that.
Indeed. Well said.
That guy must have had a great... Oh, good, Jaggia. Yeah, that guy must have had a great day.
All right.
Seraphie, do you want me to hammer with you?
Thanks for the questions, Jer. Those were awesome questions.
Jer, thank you for the questions. Amazing. We're going to go on to the next question asker, and that is our previous guest, Chump.
Chump.
He says he just has one question. Why do they even make other weapons in these games when the Iron Devil is clearly the only weapon hunters should use? That's a great question.
You know, the Monster Hunter's done a great job of differentiating all of the different weapon classes. So if you're picking the hammers, that really is the question. Why aren't you Iron Deviling? And I totally agree with you, Chump. You and I are of a similar thought in this. I think that the game has like a pro class weapon, and this is just me spouting my worthless opinions, of course, but I think the game has a pro class weapon for each weapon class. I actually think that the bow guns is the Aquamatic Spark, which I actually brought on the last quest we were just on. I got a paralysis, a sleep in, I got lots of crags in, got some pure shots. Like that is the best bow gun in the game if you're just looking for something to all around do everything, you know?
Nice.
And I think the game has these weapons that are like, you know, many will disagree with me, and I welcomely invite them to. But I think things like the Barbrian Shark. I'm saying that right? The Barbrian.
Yeah,
Barbrian. Okay, right. I think the Shark, that Cedeus Switch Axe, the Iron Devil, of course, the Alchematic Spark, and I know I thought of one other one that was like, it's just if you really are good at that weapon class, to my mind, it's the weapon that you eventually gravitate towards. As skill and need for that like purple sharpness damage decreases, you start to veer towards that like pro class weapon, you know. So yeah, I think that every weapon class has one. Iron Devil is absolutely the one for the hammer, for sure.
Cool. Very cool. All right, Chump. Thank you for the questions. We really
Thanks for the question, Chump.
Moving on, we got Josh. What is the first video game ever? I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Totally.
What was the first video game you ever played?
My first video game was called Thexter, and it was for a Tandy 286 PC, and this was in 1985. Maybe in 84, maybe 86. It was around 1985. It was called Thexter. Ironically, like the third game I ever played is this game called Rogue, that I hear people talk about all the time, and it's so weird that people talk about this game that was like this weird game I couldn't figure out how to play when I was like 6 or something. Like it's very bizarre. But yeah, my first game was Thexter.
Nice.
Nice.
What was your first Monster Hunter game?
My first and only Monster Hunter game remains Try. I haven't played any of the other Monster Hunter games. And yeah, that's about that. I only discovered Try because Famitsu gave it a perfect score, and I was kind of looking around for a Wii game to play, and just sort of ended up on it. And it really pissed me off at first. Can I say that? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
Okay. It was a very angering experience to start playing Monster Hunter. And,
yeah, man, I remember. Oh boy, I started with Try too, man. That Baroth. First time you meet him.
No, for me it was Kurapeko. Kurapeko just laid waste. And I kind of went in with the assumption that I was just playing another role-playing game. And I was like, oh yeah, whatever weapon class they give you is always the best, right? So
right. Sword and Shield.
Switch out.
Sword and Shield.
Well, yeah, I started with Sword and Shield, and then they give you a Switch Axe right before Kurapeko, so I was like, oh yeah, I can just pick up a Switch Axe and go into the quest, right? Like, it's just going to be like Sword and Shield, but more powerful. Because it's a role-playing game. It's going to be great. Yeah, it didn't go so well.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think for me, like, I just got obsessed with Pego because, like, for some reason, I just really wanted that armor, so I, like, forced myself to fight him over and over. That armor. Oh, you too. Stop with those kicks. Oh, here's an interesting question. Why did you delete your old account?
You know, I could spend a lot of time explaining that one, and probably offend a few years or two if I did so. Let's just say I wanted a clean slate, tabula rasa. Just wanted tabula rasa style.
That's fair.
That's where I ended up.
So now, nice. I think I know the answer to this next question. What's your favorite MH game? I mean, it has to be this one for now.
Yeah, it's the only one I play.
Yep.
Awesome.
What is your least favorite monster? Least/favorite. So what's your least and your favorite?
And most.
Yeah.
Least favorite is Barioth, the dragon kitty. And most favorite is Gobble, the toxic pufferfish.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan of Gobble. I think he's a really great design on real-life pufferfishes. And he just looks really beautiful. I love his behavior patterns. I love how he just expands and contracts. If it's good enough for the witch doctors of Haiti to make a zombie with, then it's good enough for me.
Wow. Nice.
That's a reference to Wade Davis, by the way.
I remember Gobble's design when I first saw him. I was really impressed with it too, because he's kind of creepy. That first intro scene, you meet him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very creepy. He's kind of got a Resident Evil kind of feel about him, you know?
Yeah, the music too is pretty eerie. Whoa.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, thank you for your questions. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
Next, we have another Capcom-unity moderator and well-oiled machine member, Seferia. She just has she just has one question, and I love it. Do you enjoy the taste of flies while jogging?
I gotta say no. I gotta say that flies have a distinctive metallic flavor, and it is not pleasant in any way, shape, or form. If you want to learn more about consuming insect protein while exercising, just take yourself over. I hope you guys don't mind my flashing your website about, but this is really where all that information is contained. It's at seferia.net/WOM. Am I right about this, guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, for all of your intake of insect protein while exercising information, that's where it's at.
The WOM blog website has a lot of random information. Yep, that's all we'll say.
Like a flashcard about Baroth.
Oh,
Um,
Shayla Shavaman from the Resident Evil Unity section. She made some flashcards.
gosh,
She's
if
learning how to
anybody-
do or she's learning how to play Monster Hunter. And
Oh my gosh, you guys,
awesome.
everyone,
It's really awesome.
hunt with her. Her hunter name is Kitty, and oh my gosh, she's a joy to hunt with. She's so funny. Her and I as a combination when we get together is just way too much. Even for Malik.
Very true, very true. I cannot contain Ghost and Shayla in one room. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much to handle. Too much of a hassle. You know.
We should just, and Seferia and Kitty, we need to have like a girls' night out, So just
I joined.
Honorary girl, yes.
Yeah.
You know what? If Raina got to join the last one, Ghost can join.
I was about to say, I'm
That's right. And read in there too, since
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Thank you, Seferia, for the question.
Thanks, Seferia.
Next up on the list, wow, that is a lot of meat for Joe.
Forgot.
He's a hungry boy.
Next on the list is Meez. Meezy.
Easy.
Meez, dude.
Yeah.
If it weren't for Meez, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Nice.
No, it's absolutely true. I'll explain in a minute. Yeah, go on.
All right. His first question S. How much has the WOM corrupted you on a scale of Q to zebra? That is.
Members of WOM have inadvertently saved me, actually. The truth of the matter is that I quit Monster Hunter, it was like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I was randomly going around YouTube looking for Zelda videos, and I stumbled on Meez's playthrough of Ocarina of Time.
Oh my
goodness! It's just awesome.
Meez is so
commentary
good.
style is
I love
great.
his Zelda Let's Plays. I love
Dude,
them.
his Zelda videos are just
We'll
hilarious.
plug his Let's Plays. They're actually very enjoyable.
I showed one of them to my dad, and he thought it was funny. My dad doesn't like anything. Like,
He's just an old grumpy man.
pretty much. He's like me, but on a hater scale. Like, he's even worse. Like,
Oh, that's where you learned all your videos.
pretty much. I learned all of
Yeah.
him. So nice.
What a joy.
Wow.
Totally. So after finding Meez, I found actually Gale right after that because they were all connected up,
Oh yeah.
and then I got into Gale's Alatreon videos, and after that, and started posting much more hardcore on Unity, and met up with the WOM guys totally incidentally, and was like, Meez is here, and he was like, who the hell are you? It's like, I love you, dude.
It
Nice.
was weird. I remember that. 'cause
Yes!
also,
Nice, Malik. You totally stole that. I'm not doing very well at all.
It's also interesting because Viride and I was his
Right.
first Skype call,
Yes.
and it's just so random that we're all connected somehow, and then now Viride's one of us.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of us.
One of us.
One of us. No, but that's absolutely true. I was still like checking connections. I was like, hey, anybody in this room got Skype? And Ghost was like, oh yeah, I got Skype. And I was like,
Okay.
great.
I'm down. I'll help. And he's like, oh, this
Right,
is actually my first
I'll talk
Skype call. I remember we did Jen Murray.
I did badly.
Oh.
Meez's question.
Oh my gosh. If you don't notice, it says soon.
Okay,
I missed that.
What?
I just noticed that as I
I
sleep.
totally noticed. I didn't even notice that.
Nice.
I love Meez.
Yeah, Meez, I don't know. Alright, we'll talk about this later. You still making awesome music? The last I checked, you were. I was hoping for an update on it, though.
I'm so glad someone asked. My music is coming along well. Arcadians has released 2 albums that are both available for free download on Bandcamp, and that's arcadians.bandcamp.com or something like that. I'm recording album number 3 right now, and it's stalled a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the vocal stylings, because my last album, I basically rapped and sang all of the vocal parts and went for sort of a hip-hop meets Morrissey kind of thing. And I don't know if I'm that happy with it anymore. Like I think I want to kind of try and take a different vocal direction on the next album. And yeah, thanks for asking though, Meez. Album number 3 is in the recording process right now.
Awesome. Good
It's
luck with that.
nothing
Thank you.
wrong with experimenting, trying different things.
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you start to feel stale in your own element.
Yeah, it's always good to switch it up and then start fresh and see what comes up. I know, man. I work with the music too a little bit.
What?
A little bit.
Did I do that with a flash bomb?
No, it's
No.
It's probably the Jaggy, but there's like.
No, yes.
Slash.
You
I was trying to flash them.
Yes, me right.
It was you.
Sorry. I can't believe how well I'm evading right now. I'm really impressed. Oh, of course I got hit as soon as I said that.
That's how it always works. I can't believe how
Yeah.
well I'm dying right now. Oh wait, I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No! Don't kill me, Joe. Oh, look at me. Look at someone else. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. You guys are too kind to me. Thank you. The next.
I have to be the first with the cards.
I gotta start bringing life. I'm not gonna let that happen. Not on my watch, Seraphie. Alright. We haven't talked much. We gotta play together sometime soon. Was this even a question?
It was totally a question, and the question is, when are you going to be and where? And, Meez, we gotta make that happen, man.
There you go. There you go.
For sure.
Why didn't you do it?
I was busy looking for you, Meez. It's entirely your fault.
There you go, Meez. It's your fault. Why'd you do that? Why you do that? Why did you do it, Meez?
What did you do, Meez? It's your fault.
Do you still love me? I know Sarah and Ghost love me. Merrick no longer loves me.
Oh, what's that all about?
We had some issues due to the last podcast. I mean, I kind of traded my Meez cat to Sarah, and he didn't like me trading him.
I love him. I'm
But,
so glad.
Sarah and Ghost claim Meez, so, I still claim him. I wanted Sarah to have a cool cat, and Meez is one of the cooler ones, but he took it personal. Sorry, Meez. I still love you, Meez.
Well, I'll always love you, Meez, so you've always got my love and support.
Lots of love
Don't squish me!
and please.
No, don't squish me. Let me just get this. Let me get this.
Oh, it was my.
I love you.
It was my fault. What are you talking about? That was me.
Yeah, no. I'll totally take
Wait,
it.
I don't know. I was not in a good state. I was in a bad place.
I was in a bad place. It's getting darker and darker.
All right, Meez. Thank you for the questions. We appreciate.
Thanks, Meez.
Coming up next is Vatto.
Vatto.
He says, "Hey, Mike. I hope you're having fun on the podcast. I think.
Oh,
we're
you
all-
know it.
Yeah, definitely. How do you feel about never again being able to Wyvern Fire Alatreon or use Pierce range compression on Joe's stomach? Do you share my sadness here?"
I completely share your sadness, sir. I'm very sad myself. I think at the end of the day, Try is kind of the odd man out as far as bow gunning. Like, I don't think, this is from someone that's never played anything but Try, but it doesn't seem to me that bow gunning works the way it does in Try in any of the other games, especially with the customizable designs and
Definitely.
some of the
Yeah.
choices they made with shot types. So I share your sadness, but I also recognize just how special of an experience we all had with Try, and how cool it is that they arranged things the way they did. And so I'm happy I got my day in the sun with Robin Fire and short range spears. But I know I gotta see her go, man. Baby, don't go. But she's gonna go. So yeah, it's just gonna happen that way.
Yeah, the way you can mix and match the bowgun parts is unique to Try, and I was sort of hoping it was coming back with Ultimate, but
I thought that
Yeah.
as well. I was disappointed.
I am happy for bows. Have I told you about this? Bows. I love bows.
Nice. I was unaware of that.
One of my own.
I have just started picking up the bow. I'm not like really good at it yet, but I can't wait to ultimate to go nuts with bows. It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Alright, the next question is, what do you think of a blind walkthrough of MH3U using guns only? You'll probably one of the most capable guys out there to do it, and it would be just like recording your first bowgun encounters with each monster.
That's very kind words on your part, Vatto, and thank you very much. I actually would like to do something like that if by the time I'm actually able to record 3U videos, if that even is a possibility. Once that comes around, that would be really cool. But I'll have to see what's out there already, because I don't want to just mimic other people's work or do something that isn't original and goofily weird. And sort of the weird / fun angle, I tend to think is where I really excel. So yeah, I'm gonna try if that becomes a relevant sort of thing. If not, then not.
Blind playthroughs can be interesting.
Yeah, sometimes they're not always fun to watch.
I love the Dark Souls ones. I love the Dark Souls ones because they never end, or they end abruptly because
because people get hella frustrated.
Yep, pretty much.
I wonder why.
You just fall off the cliff.
Pretty much, yep. A lot of falling off cliffs and just the little minions will take you out. Yeah. All right. What is your favorite shot type in Tri? Can you describe one situation when you feel good when you use it?
My favorite shot type is Pierce, and I really like what they did with short range compression, and also using the longer ranges, like using Pierce shots in bowguns that aren't necessarily well suited for Pierce or not specifically doing that. I really like what they did with Pierce shots, and I like how nerdily mathy you could get with the range compression and with the shot levels and with the monster hit zones. Like, you can really nerd out with the Pierce gunning, and at the end of the day, they could totally screw you over and give you a non-normal sized monster, right? And it's it all just goes to poop after that. But I think it's really fantastic, even when it gets really hard and challenging. I'll always love what they did with Pierce shots and stuff.
Nice. Holy crap, we're doing stuff.
Triple para, dude.
There we go.
There we go. I was like, when it's taking forever.
It really. I'm sorry, I left the area. I was mooching. Okay.
Mooch.
Oh, you know what? This isn't a question, but I'm going to read it anyway. This is not a question, but I'd like to publicly thank you for your work with bowgun tutorials in Monster Hunter Tri. It has completely changed Monster Hunter games for me and for many people. Thanks, man.
That's incredibly kind of you,
Go,
man.
Viride.
Thank you. Thanks, Ghost. You go, girl. Yeah, that's incredibly kind of you, man. It's very positive to hear things like that, and I'm not worthy.
I gotta say,
but I appreciate hearing it.
I watched the recent races you were doing with some GameFAQs members, and
with Top, yeah.
I don't hate on the bowgun, but it's not like the weapon for me. And I gotta say, when I was watching you guys do those races, it looked really, really cool. You guys made it.
That guy is amazing. That guy is really amazing. I learned a lot from that process. It was funny. He challenged me on GameFAQs, and I was all snooty and kind of rude to him, and he was like, whatever, dude, I just want to have a race. I was like, oh, really? Oh, I'm sorry. So after he challenged me, I was like, oh, hey, let me see your YouTube channel. I'd love to just see one of your videos. And he had this heroics pellet shot video of Devil Joe up, where he creams Devil Joe in something like 10 minutes or something with heroics pellet shot. That was like, oh no, I so don't stand a chance. It was great, though. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool watching his interpretation of a lot of those quests, and I totally choked on Princess Bride. I couldn't get through it. I tried many times and just couldn't do it. And so it was really great to watch his interpretation of those, and his take on Double Trouble was also really great. Nice guy. Turned out to be a nice guy to me, at least. And I had a lot of fun racing with him for sure.
I liked you guys had a nice, friendly competition between the two communities. I thought that was cool.
I saw that there's a thread on Unity about competitions. I haven't even
Yeah,
been able to click on it, but I saw that that was up, and I thought that was interesting.
totally. Yeah, Bandit started it up, and I already challenged him, and I'm already ready.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you, Vatto, for the questions and kind words.
Thanks a lot, man. And thanks a lot for being such a big supporter of me in all of my goofy videos. Vatto's actually been there for me for a long time.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Next up on the list is Qreature. Qreature, man, it's been a while.
Qreature,
Good to see you
yeah.
posting again.
Yeah, it has been a long while. Like, he was kind of an established person when I started at Unity.
Yeah, definitely about a year ago. Yep.
Yeah.
Why do I keep reading your name as Viride?
I can't blame you for it. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
It's cool. I read it as Viride, and I think everyone.
And I say it Viride.
And I say Viride.
There you go.
So you
I like all of those
kinds
interpretations. I think they're all totally acceptable.
Nice. Powdered or chiseled?
I associate powdered with donuts and chiseled with concrete, and I prefer donuts over concrete.
Fair
so I'm gonna
enough.
go powdered.
All right.
That would be my vote. I would say powdered myself.
Nice.
But except when I think of chiseled, I think of my wifey's bums.
Oh, Jan.
Jen, my wifey. Her chiseled bums. Her chiseled.
I think she mentioned those in her questions.
I think she might have. I think so.
It's my head, so I'll answer that one powdered.
Have you played the PSP Monster Hunters? We kind of covered that so far.
I have actually never even picked up a PSP. I've never held one in my hands.
Oh man.
Man.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bad hipster or something.
I'm gonna say this. Like, as the Vita gets more steam, if you want to just pick up one, like, you know, as the PSPs drop in price, it's worth it for the 2 Monster Hunter games on there.
There's a cool game area where I pick up a lot of my old school Metal Gears from, and they sell PSPs for like $30.
Yeah, they're coming down in price. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they're not bad condition. Oh, what the fuck?
Ouch.
All right.
You know, I've been meaning to try out Freedom Unite, so you know, $30. That's the right price.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's just where I live.
And you know, don't let the claw scare you off. It's manageable after some practice. You'll get it.
After about like 300 hours.
I would say like 40 hours. You'll be like, okay, why did I ever think this would work? I actually started clawing on the classic controller on the Wii. Like, I don't know why.
Oh, nice. You totally can. Like,
you can.
Either
You really
camera or yeah.
For
sure.
I tricked you for love, Mallory.
I felt the love. It stung.
So good.
It stung with paralysis.
Oh man, paralysis. I love paralysis.
Next
I don't
question.
know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was just gonna say the one thing I know how to do for some reason is paralyze a joke.
It's your good looks, man. You just look at them and it's like.
And
And he's drooling as he stares.
Yep.
and
Nice,
he's red and enraged. I don't know why. Red, enraged, and drooling. And paralyzed.
Oh!
I love when Seraphie is dirty.
The next question is sort of answered, so I'll just go to the next one. Why didn't you tell me there were new episodes of the WDP?
I must have slipped my mind. I'm so sorry, man. I've been a guest, so I'm officially on new episode duty for everyone and their brother.
Yep.
There you go.
I accept that. I totally take that on.
It's not our job to tell people about it.
Yeah, we have no
That's too busy
responsibility.
making the show.
Yep.
That's not how it works when
That's
you
as far as we go with this. We just, make it, but, finding out about new episodes, that's on you guys. Bullfango Bacon or Deaf to Monsters? What?
You had me at bacon.
You had.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I didn't need to hear anything else. I was just like, what, bacon? Just show me the bacon.
Just read it again?
Bullfango Bacon or Deaf to Monsters? I don't know. It's... and then the next...
It's in an order. Maybe you, kill the monster first, then you can have their bacon.
Push buttons.
If it was like a carvable reward.
I would love bacon as a carvable reward. That'd be
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What if you were eating bacon in real life while your Monster Hunter character was eating bacon in the game? Whoa! Did I blow your mind?
Steak?
But what rarity will bacon be?
Well done,
Ooh,
obviously.
12.
Any other rare... What?
Oh god.
No, if he's so rare, you can even have it in your inventory. You can eat it immediately. Bacon is delicious, though. It's not as delicious as head cheese, but it's delicious.
Sure.
Head cheese, dude.
Oh,
Cheese.
I like Gouda personally, but, you know.
Well, Gouda is an actual cheese. Like, head cheese is actually technically a meat.
Your head cheese.
Right. Well said, Ghost. Moving along. Creature's next question. When will you hunt with me again?
Anytime, man. Can't wait to see you on again.
Yeah, actually, he was on the other day. He came into one of my rooms.
Yeah.
See, or he just abandoned me. One or the other. It might have been the latter.
He joined up with me and my homie Arona. We were on Tac Tuesday.
Nice.
He's right there.
Oh, was that one night I came in really late and had to go?
I think so. I wasn't in the what's the PG-13 way of saying this? I wasn't in the best state of mind at the time. But I do recall him and Arona. There's sometimes that like I get a little too happy hour when I play Monster Hunter, and I have to go back in the video logs and be like, what happened? Like, figure it all out.
Malak and I have had nights like that.
Oh, good.
Did recently you guys have a night like that?
Yeah, poor Stoic was there, like, just
Stoic
poor
was there. It was actually us, Conti, and Stoic, and
Stoic is used to me and Ivy. He's fine with it.
Okay. I think he enjoyed. I don't know. I felt kind of wrong. I don't know. It was a weird night. I'm not sure I remember everything, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's no video log, but I'll tell you this: if a Devil Jill's about to jump on you, the only time you should ever infinite combo with the switch axe, apparently Malik showed that there's use for it.
Yes, this is true.
And I KO'd an Uragaan while it was rolling, and we did on recording this, and we never did.
Yeah. Well, you never record the good stuff. You just record bad stuff.
Unless it's the well done part.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's the exception.
I'm gonna go to the last question. Since I haven't drawn in a while, what new monster can you imagine up out of the top of your head?
Draw me up an amphibious monster that has a giant egg sac, which as you attack it, it releases like little spawny tadpoles into the water. And so he's not that tough, and he pretty much is just a giant punching bag. But the more you're attacking him, the more his little beasties are out in the water, poisoning you, causing every single status ailment, such that if you don't take care of them, then they're gonna destroy you.
This is horrible.
What is wrong with you?
I hope you never get a job at Capcom designing monsters. Holy crap.
Is it that bad?
Yes!
Alright. Hey, Malik, you're the one that said I was crazy, alright?
Yuri's going to be listening to this. He's like, guess what, guys? Guess what? We got it.
Monster.
Exact monster!
Thanks for waiting for that.
Capcom is starting for everybody who doesn't go up to the Capcom. Capcom is doing Monster Hunter Mondays, which it's on twitchtv.com/capcom-unity, and they will be showing, obviously Monster Hunter 3U. Today they did Nibble Snarf, and I believe, oh man, I forgot the other one. Was it Nibble? What was it? Did anybody else watch it?
No,
I completely.
I know.
It was a Jade Baroth.
Oh, yes, it was a Jade Baroth and Nibble Snarf, and
the bugs.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, Ghost. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine. Ghost isn't really talking. No, I'm just gonna explode it.
Yeah. We killed him! We didn't need to sleep on it.
Yeah, there you go. Who needs sleep on it? Just bomb the thing while it's awake.
Just poked it.
Capcom may be holding some get-togethers in San Francisco.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I saw that, yeah.
So, people in the Bay Area, I if they hold one, I will try my best to attend. And Viride, if you're there, then of course,
Yeah, I don't live in Northern California anymore, but
What? Get away from me.
Yeah, I live in Southern California. I know, I'm not in the southern part now. I actually used to live about 40 miles away from Ghost. And like a year ago, I was like, Ghost, we should hang out, man.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and Ghost was like, no. Ghost was having none of it.
I don't know how I feel about that. Getting rejected by Ghost. I mean, that's low.
He's a popular guy, man. He's got a lot of followers, clearly.
It's true.
We were just hanging out with Jose a minute ago. Jose's all about it.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Jose.
I wanted to hunt with you, but like literally, it was like, oh, we have to do the podcast, and then it's like, oh, I was gonna hunt with you, but they called me, so yeah. And you were right. He was like, podcast. He was on the dot with it.
Totally.
So, thank you, Qreature, for the questions. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Qreature.
We're going to move on to Clyde BLUESNAKE. His first question is, when MH3U comes out, are you getting both versions of the game?
I'm going to start with the 3DS version and then work up to the Wii U.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to soloing for a little bit, actually. It's going to be pretty fun. And the price point's a little bit high for jumping into the Wii U for me. I'm a family man, so I got to make more family-esque decisions, and the price point's just a wee bit too high.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go 3DS. Really looking forward to it.
Nice. No, it'll be a good game to solo through. And
yeah, it'll be a good time.
If somehow a feline got in the real world selling gourmet steaks and gourmet fish, will you buy only one or both of these meats?
I have to be honest, I'm a bit of a germaphobe, but the concept of seeing a cat cook, it greatly intrigues me, so I would pay to see that cat cook for me. I would not put it in my mouth, but I would absolutely give him full price and a tip to see a cat. Like, I'm looking at my own cat right now. She's a totally lazy...
Yep. I got one of those. Yeah. Yep.
You got one of these too?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. She just gets into my stuff and like pokes around and asks to be fed. Like that's just her job. So if I could see an actual cat cooking, I would be amazed. I would totally pay for that.
Nice. What is your? Oh, that's been asked again. We're going to the next one. If a humanoid lizard Argonian named Big Head came to you, would your reaction of seeing this person with a lizard? What is your reaction of seeing this person with a lizard appearance?
I had to look this up, and I've never played the Elder Scrolls games before. But I love the concept of horripilation, and it's something that's very close to me, and it's happened to me on a number of occasions. So, I have to say that in favor of horripilation, I would at least try to figure out whether this race would attempt to eat me or not first, because it's not worth getting eaten over horripilation or the ability to cause horripilation to yourself or others. But it's absolutely worth it if he's like a cool guy.
Are you talking about reptilian theory?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, it might be reptilian theory because of the goosebumps being like a throwback to something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe I am talking about reptilian theory, and I don't even realize it.
We are talking. All right.
This is a conversational podcast?
I have armor on.
Look at you guys. You guys eating at the wrong table.
Oh, we ate at the wrong table.
Yeah.
We gotta sit.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we gotta sit up there.
Oh, sorry. I'm up here.
Does anyone have Heroes Wanted or...
I have Beria.
I didn't even check my question.
I do too, but I didn't want to post that because he mentioned he didn't like the dragon.
No, wait, hold on. We did a Rathalos at the very beginning. And
so what? That's you, Ghost. You have to put
No,
up
hold
with
on. We're
You're the
eventually
host. You put
We're
up
gonna
with
eventually do an Agnaktor!
No, we're not!
Yeah, we are!
Yeah, we were going to do a Red Hot Party.
Let's do Red Hot Party.
No!
You wanna do that now?
Why would you do this to me?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I actually have a question. Because I don't even know this answer. We all know Malik's and I's most hated monster, Seraphie. What is your most hated monster?
My hated monster? Oh my... I know I'm kind of a little bit quiet today because you guys just fascinate me. I learned so much. But my most hated monster... I really don't...
She loves them all.
hate. Well, I love them.
She doesn't hate.
I think the one I have the hardest.
Into my yang with the haterism.
Yeah, apparently.
I think the one that I probably dislike the most, and you'll probably just really laugh, is probably Alatreon. I mean, I do okay against it, but I've never soloed him. I know, I'm a loser.
You're a loser for doing it.
I've tried to solo him with a hammer and stuff. I'm getting a little bit better at it. Probably my most one I don't like the most is Alatreon, I guess. But the thing is, I still enjoy fighting him, though. That's weird. Maybe it's Global. No, actually, oh no, I got it. It's the garbage monsters. It's the stupid garbage monsters. Those Uktors, whatever, just come up out of nowhere and they just like put you on fire. Those are the ones I hate. Those are the ones I hate.
Wow. So you like, she hates baby Agnaktor, see?
Hey, baby Agnaktor, yeah.
So you guys are kind of in the same boat.
There you go.
Right.
So there you go. Now you know mine.
Nice.
Yeah. Now we know the question that has been in my mind.
Like,
All this time.
Yep.
They just are garbage. They're just garbage monsters.
Oh, Seraphie Rand is adorable.
Just like, okay, what are we doing? We were doing Red Hot Party here.
Yeah.
Malik,
Am I supposed to post it? Oh, we're switch axing. Awesome.
switch us and look at the
Switch axe bros.
axe.
I'm gonna stay with my longsword.
All right. You do that. You.
Reed, you must. Go ahead.
Let's see. Next question. If you get MH3Q, which weapon will you be getting first, and would you sell your sword and shield that you start with?
I thought you were going to say, we're going to sell your soul.
I believe you start off with every weapon.
Yes, and he actually corrected that. He corrected that earlier today. Gosh, it was like an hour and a half before we recorded. Like Clyde was like, he was like Indiana Jones right under the temple like door sliding down. You know.
Nice.
He actually corrected that, and he was like, "Which one will you start with, if not SNS?"
I am totally looking at a page that hasn't been reloaded in a while, but that's cool. It's cool.
Yeah. And the answer to the question is, thanks to Haas, I'm actually going to start with the gun lance, and I'm
Yes!
really looking forward to
More
it.
Haas.
More
He's been on
Haas
like every episode.
Totally.
Haas on it.
Is that awesome?
Oh yeah, you guys should totally have Haas on. That's going to be a great time. But yeah, I'm going to totally start with the gun lance, and I'm really looking forward to using the Wyvern Fire and having sort of an evasion-friendly technique with it. Because it seems to me from the outside looking in that those would pair up really well. I'm not really sure yet, of course. But that is the first one that I'm going to try out for sure.
Nice.
Alrighty.
And he just says he was listening to your album called Patient Zero. One of the songs he liked listening to it from it is Dub Sandwich.
Awesome. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
I want to hear that song now. I'm going to have to look that
I'm gonna
up.
have a sandwich. What is it? What would be on a dub sandwich?
Subwoofer.
Sorry,
I was about to
mustard.
say base.
Yeah, bass.
Basil, get it? And anyone? No.
Ghost. Thank you, Clyde, for your questions.
Thanks, Clyde.
Next up is StoicDeviant.
Stoey.
Stoey.
He says, "How are you doing? It's been forever."
I'm doing all right, man. They haven't taken me out yet, so I must be doing something right.
Oh.
What's going on? What happened?
They're having their.
Oh no!
Look at these stupid.
Yeah, let's
What
kill
are you
them.
doing up
I
there?
cannot take these two anywhere. You see what they do every episode.
Oh, this is great. I can just see their arrows messing around up there. It's
I
like it's
know.
like when you can hear the kids a little bit in the background.
About
We're throw
We're not
shoot
doing
you guys.
anything.
It don't happen.
doing PG stuff.
PG indeed.
Right.
Mm.
If you say so, I don't.
All right, Malik and I will do all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, it's
You guys-
cool,
you
know.
guys
I'll just fight. You know.
How we get our love time?
Yeah, exactly. You guys need it, clearly. I don't know why you didn't get this out of your
You're gonna
system.
pee my pants.
Oh man.
This is great. This is great.
Ah! That's enough.
You see two arrows
That's the last
bouncing
kick.
back and
I get the
forth.
last kick. I'm gone.
Oh look, it's even red versus blue. Look at that.
Nice.
It is red versus blue.
It's totally red versus blue on the Monster Hunter podcast.
Oh
Awesome.
no! Why?
Whoa, there's a lot of shinies. You're killing some cats.
No, I'm running.
Like you ghost.
No. I wish there was a purple arrow. They need to make a purple arrow.
I wish there was like a near caster and I could just near cast to you guys and just near party.
It would be like, we're doing nothing. Ah!
Near cast.
Oh, sorry.
Did you answer his first question? He just said, how you doing? It's been...
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
how is your music working out? Kind of talked about that a little bit.
Yeah. New album coming out in a little bit.
Nice.
Once I decide on the vocal approach.
When you buy a Wii U, will you buy Zombie U? You should.
The missus really loves zombie games, so it's kind of inevitable that that's going to happen.
Nice.
I gotta admit though, I'm not a big fan of video games that use a lot of peripheral control kind of stuff.
Oh,
Like I don't like to get shaky and waggy and you know, pointy and all that stuff. Like, I prefer to be kind of lazy with my controller and like 10 buttons in front of me or whatever. So,
That's too high.
yeah, a lot of the video reviews I've seen of Zombie U seems really intensive towards that kind of thing. So, you know, I think I'll just make the most of it, and because I know the wife is going to really want to play it. But yeah, I'm sure that'll cross my disk drive at some point or other.
Nice. Worst case scenario, you're left alone on an island. Island of sand. You have one of two options: make sand castles or make sandwiches.
Oh, everyone should answer this one.
Really, you guys all should, absolutely. My answer is that I would start with sand castles, because all y'all are trying to steal my head cheese sandwiches.
I'll be good with Mike with that. I'd probably make sandwich castles.
Oh.
As in a sandwich, as in a witch, you know, magic cauldron. Inside of a castle, because, you know what, screw it, why not?
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
I have no idea.
I would
either,
just
but
make
it
a
makes
sand
sense in my
castle. I mean,
mind.
I'm
It made sense to me, but I'm also crazy, so...
Oh, I know what I know. I would dig a big hole, put Ghost in it, make sure that his head is sticking out, and make like a mermaid.
Oh, that'd be so
Aw,
pretty.
Ghost mermaid.
Yeah, maybe
So cute.
you know, ghost mermaid out of the sand. You know, little seashells on the tail, and then I'd build a castle near his head. But then I would have to make a sandwich for Malik because I don't want to leave Malik out.
Aw, thank you. We can all share Ghost.
Here, have a sand sandwich. Okay, who hasn't answered that? Malik, what would you do?
I'm just making castles. I'm boring. That's it. Boring old castles for me. His next question, and we covered it a little bit.
Wait, did Viride?
Oh wait,
answer?
no, he didn't answer. You gotta answer. Yeah.
We all answer it like, yeah, just leave Viride out.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I would make a castle to defend my sandwiches, because you guys are trying to steal
Oh
my
yeah.
That's right.
All right. His next question we sort of covered. Are you gonna miss the bowgun combos? I mean, I think a lot of people are. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I am gonna miss it. It was a really cool. Like, his Monster Hunter has much more of like an action game kind of emphasis, and I feel like the customizable bowguns brought in a little more of an RPG kind of feel, and I did like it a lot.
Definitely.
So I will miss it, absolutely.
Definitely. Thank you, Stoic, for the questions.
Thanks, Stoey.
Next up on the list is Carnivore Darius.
Carnivore. I actually just noticed, I'm such an idiot, I just noticed for the first time that Carnivore's avatar is the Devil Joe with the troll face. I never noticed.
I'm pretty sure he made that himself, actually.
Did he really?
Like, one day he was he made the troll face into Devil Joe. It's pretty awesome. And I never noticed it until he brought it up, and I'm like, what? I had to look at it twice.
I never noticed at all. Like, I was just that smart.
It's perfect. He's got two questions. Why the color green?
You know, it's the color of all life and all that is good and proper in the universe. I'm not quite sure how to answer it. It's the color that sticks out most of my eye, for sure.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's a good color.
And it kind of goes along with your name, correct, Viride?
Oh yes, my screen name. I wasn't aware of this, but it actually means emerald green in French, and green has always been my favorite color. So when I discovered that, I was like, hey,
That's
pretty slick.
Nice. His next question is, why do you get on so late? I want to know this too. No,
The answer to this question is that I'm a family man, and I'm not sorry to admit that my kids get all my best hours. They get the best of me during the day. Sorry guys, but you get the scraps.
Oh man, ain't no shame in that. That's what you're supposed to be doing, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, tends to be what I think too.
And even what you call scraps is just pure joy and excitement.
Yeah, we're happy
nights.
to have the so-called scraps. Yeah, they're not
Very
scraps.
kind of you guys.
Gems. You're just a gem.
Yeah, just little pearls, little diamonds. Yeah.
A green emerald of gem happiness.
Emerald encrusted. No, okay. Anyway, thank you, Darius, for the questions. Oh wow, moving on. Soundwave, Rain.
Oh, nice, Rain.
He just has one question. You're not friends with that red pyramid thing, are you?
Oh, you bet that I am. You know what, Rain? I only sided against the Red Pyramid as long as Akira Yamaoka was making the beats. As soon as Akira left Konami, so did I. I love the early Silent Hill games, but it's all about Akira Yamaoka's soundtrack.
That guy is so amazing. I agree with you.
It's really incredible. I mean, his stuff is just amazing. It's some of the best in the entire industry. And I stuck around for the Akira man, and he's gone. So I am clearly on the side of the Red Pyramid at this point.
Nice. I don't blame you, man. It's I don't know. I still listen to those soundtracks like around every time Halloween comes around. I have to break those out. They're just so creepy, man. So creepy.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's my fault. I was shooting you.
I should.
Yeah, they're super creepy and they're super well designed. Like really cool. A mix of just old analog kind of stuff and purely digital kind of stuff. So, thank you.
Oh no!
Thanks for healing me.
That's all that matters.
That was all of our faults.
I blame Alec.
It was.
Oh my God! I'm the first one, right? I'm the first guest to ever card. Woo!
Oh!
Gotta be first at something.
Exactly.
We gotta give you a prize for that. I
deserve a prize,
first.
clearly.
Well, you know what? We don't know that for sure. I mean, I'm sure other guests in the past have carded, but just as in terms of us taking over the show, you're the first guest to card.
We still love you.
Well, and you've got armor.
Yeah, you got that gunner armor. Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
You guys don't have excuses, all right? I don't know what to say.
I don't know why they cut it.
I sold this guy for chump change, so
I think it's a testament to Monster Hunter. It just you never know. You always got to be on your A
like
game.
a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Like our last episode where I carded on P3rd. So yeah, that made me happy.
Yeah, I didn't
privilege
card at all.
Show, getting the gold medal for carding is a huge accomplishment for me.
Gold star.
Oh God, a big shot. Sorry, dude.
Sorry, no, my bad. Rapid Fire Dragon is like the worst thing. Fine.
No, it's okay. You can shoot me. I deserve it.
That was my job.
Thank you, Rain, for the questions. Moving
Good
on.
question, man.
ImaClubYou has some super long questions. Oh man, I don't know how I'm gonna do this.
Would you like me to paraphrase it? Because I think I can paraphrase his first question pretty quick. He tells a story about how someone rudely showed up in his room and wanted to hunt Jen, and after pretending to be away from his keyboard, he basically put the guy in the situation of being on a gent hunt with someone that was really high rank, but ended up trolling him, shot him off the boat and shot him while he was out in the tether. And so my response to this, honestly, is I can't really endorse trolling. I think it's pretty rude.
Yeah.
There was one occasion where someone was really rude to me, and ironically, it was actually on an Uragaan hunt. Here we are looking at the guy right now. Someone was like, "Oh, why did you capture him? You should have killed him for more rewards." And they were really mad about it, and went on this all caps lock rant. And we got in and out of there in 3 or 4 minutes. We were super fast on the Uragaan hunt. So after that, I just pulled out all my worst weapon classes. I basically longsworded the whole time, and I really regretted it later on. Oh no, I'm not saying it's a bad weapon class. I just suck with it. That's all. But I really regretted it because like I found them later. And,
sorry.
They didn't quite understand that like I was mad. So like I didn't communicate well. It was just bad. It was a bad scene, man. So I can't endorse trolling. It didn't work out for me, and it shouldn't work out for you either.
Drugs are bad, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes without saying, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the WOM is, a nice, friendly trolling environment. Yeah, we like to troll each other,
True.
but it's all.
You guys make a lot of fun out of it.
Understood.
Yeah, it's understood. That's pretty much it's an unwritten rule.
What's the WOM quote? Did Sheltari come up with it? It was like, oh, there he goes.
Nice.
It was like we troll each other the whole time and still get good
I
quest
think that was
times.
Mars. We troll, but
Oh,
we
okay.
still win, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Exactly.
hasn't been on forever.
Yeah, Sheltari. We miss Sheltari. I've seen him pop on every now and then at random times, but yeah, it's random. Question 6. Wow, we jumped to 6. As you know, the Devil Joe is a fairly populated species. However, ever since the 3rd generation of hunters have appeared, their numbers have been receding. This is partially due to the fact that there are multiple quests that have to do with slaying the said beast. The Devil Joe have now become an endangered species. In your opinion, what should be done about this problem, and how can we stop hunters from performing acts of such illegal poaching?
This is a fascinating question, but I unfortunately have to disagree. The last I heard is that the Devil Joe are basically prehistoric ants. They breed in the same fashion. They've got these giant hills, and I'm actually really looking forward to seeing the Joe Queen at some point in the series. It's going to be a giant, like, segmented worm that's like spewing out Joe eggs. It's going to be the grossest thing ever. And it's going to be like so big that it's basically like a wall, and you're like just kind of like chopping through it and just getting covered in goo and little baby Joes all the time. Like, in case you didn't notice, I like insects a lot. So like anything with egg sacs involved. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that that's what Devil Joe is, to answer your question, Bandit.
Yuri, if you're listening, take note. Egg sac monsters. Going back.
Monsters.
I'm scared.
You should be. You should be very scared.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
So I will say that monkey in Frontier with the little baby on its back. That was awesome. Bring that.
Yeah.
Wait, what? There's a frontier monster with like an actual child on its...
Yeah, there's like a little...
It's a baby monkey.
Tail. It's like a Kongawalla, but he has a little baby with him.
Oh, he's so much better than Konga. And he's like Spider-Man, like it swings around.
That's true, I forgot he is like Spider-Man. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Nice. Question 5. Where's my super suit?
Oh,
Iron Man
you know what, you guys? This is clearly one of my fellow agents, secret agents, and he's sending me a coded message here. I'm going to have to send a coded message back.
Ghost is gonna die, but it's whatever.
And Ghost is going to die, and that's going to be part of the process. But I'm going to save my fellow
Oh,
spy.
never mind. Ghost is not gonna die. Ghost is a real boy.
But to answer your question, Bandit, the super suit is in the Blue Llama, which is parked with the windows down. When the doorman asks for your petticoat, tell him that the coffee pot is set to stun. Okay. I know that none of you really understood what I just said there, but that's one of my fellow secret agents, and he's compromised in the field right now.
Nice.
So we're just going to pull a Valerie Flame here, and we're going to say, I'm sorry to reveal your identity, but this way you're much safer, sir.
Wow.
I want to
Valerie Flame reference. Alright. That's funny.
I'll get that for Malik for Christmas. Coffee pot set to stun.
I want this. Thank you.
He is a stunning man.
Alright.
Usually it's only for spies, guys. You got to be careful of that stunner coffee pot.
Nice.
I'll probably stun myself with it.
Most users do.
Thank you, Bandit, for the questions.
Thanks, man.
The next up is Racle? Am I saying that right? Racle? What? Oh, wait, cover that one. What do you hate the most? What are your thoughts on new monsters in Monster Hunter 4 until now?
In Monster Hunter 4, I like to save myself some of the surprise with all video games in general and try not to see too much. But I did see a little bit of the trailers for Monster Hunter 4, and the one that looks coolest to me, I don't know anything about what their names are or anything, but it's the one that looks like the H.R. Geiger alien crossed with a Barioth. It's like full black.
Oh!
It's got like a slightly anthropomorphic face, and Like they teased it a long time ago. And
Oh
it was just
yeah.
it
That's
was
like a new one.
Oh yeah, you guys need a Black Shadow monster. Way to go! And then they showed it. And it was like, oh geez, that is a Black Shadow monster. You know, it was like.
I think it's like purple. I think it's like
Yeah,
really
okay, it
dark
might be purple.
Purple.
I might just be colorblind. Right?
No.
Yeah,
It's cool looking. Like its wings almost look like a cape or something. I don't know what its name is. But
If I can, I kind of want to not ruin a monster, but there's a monster that I want to say. Malik disagrees with this monster.
Oh, hit me up.
It's a spider.
oh man, spider monster. in
Yes,
Monster
a
Hunter 4.
spider monster.
And it looks like he can like web you. Like you know how like Uragaan will put the mud on you. He has like spider web goes on you. So, man.
Totally. I remember someone asked in the general forums like a long time ago about insect monsters, and like CHUMP in like a total clutch move like came up with it was some guide that he had, or like an art book for Monster Hunter, and they were like, yeah, we don't want to do too much insects because like we want to keep it sciencey, you know, and it's hard to like.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember they talked about how they didn't want to do insectoid monsters, and it's really cool to hear that they're going to go back to that and like actually use some of those guys, you know.
You know, you talk about like insect monsters. It kind of reminds me of Lost Planet.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Lost Planet. That's
It's
Yeah.
basically sci-fi Monster Hunter, basically.
It is.
Basically,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's more of a shooting game, third person, but it has a lot of elements of Monster Hunter. It's like 4-player co-op and.
Yeah. So you just mentioned that, and I was like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of that.
Also
Nice,
a Capcom game. They're coming out with
Wow!
there you go.
How far in Malaysia?
So awesome. Okay.
All right. What monsters would you like to be monsterfied? Well, that's a good question.
Ooh.
Yeah, is that a reference to Monster Hunter 4 or something? Like, I wasn't exactly following.
I'm thinking he just want. I think like I don't know. When I think about that, he's thinking like what monsters like maybe in film or other books that aren't a monster. I don't know that you could make a monster in this game. I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, I guess I kind of answered that one with Qreature, like something more
Yeah.
insectoid, like something really gross, like something like just not like I think they do terrifying well, and they've done terrifying really well. Like the first time encounters with a lot of the monsters, just like oh man. But I think they could do gross a little better, so that like halfway through the fight, you're like oh man, like just really nauseated by the whole thing. Like I want to see some more gross.
Nice.
They did some gross in the Resident Evil game, so I thought it was just fantastic.
Oh yeah.
The bosses and
Yeah, there's some good moments in Resident Evil 6.
Oh, yeah, I remember sometimes.
Some good times. His last question is, what do you think of God Eater?
never played it. I've never even picked up a PSP. Other people have told me it's good though.
That is one that has eluded me as well. I've seen it, clips of it. Never
Nice.
played it though. All right, thank you, Racle, for your questions.
Thanks, Racle.
Red Stash.
It's Dash.
Right. By this point in your hunts with the Well Done Podcast folks, what do you think of them?
Fantastic people, salt of the earth.
Oh, too
Oh,
kind.
you. We're sending another check. It's cool.
Lots of fun stuff
Can I
in
get a fruit
bonus. Fruit basket? Where did your fruit basket? No. We're gonna send you one of those like edible fruit arrangements, with the chocolate dipped strawberries
Very
and
fancy.
champagne.
Super fancy.
And it's gonna have a picture of me holding a rose, and like it's gonna be a headshot, and I'm it's gonna be like, thanks for joining us, or thanks for playing.
Ghost thanks you for playing.
You're too kind, Reed. Too kind.
It's a huge honor to be honest. It's a really big deal for me.
Aw,
This is great.
it is. It's fun. Who's the current most valuable player among you? The MVP.
Oh,
Come on, me of course.
yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Definitely. He's using bowguns, so I don't have to.
Like you ever would.
Hey, I break it out for World Eater. All right.
Like everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like everyone else
too.
on mainstream. Okay. Damn it.
Mainstream Malik.
Mainstream Malik, yes.
Don't eat it. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, what are we doing next? What are you doing next? We did our red heart party. What were we gonna do?
There's either Double Trouble or we could do the Great Sword Laggy.
Oh yes, that's what we need to do.
All right, we're gonna.
If someone has advanced laggy, that'd probably be a little better.
It would.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, Ghost, do you have advanced laggy?
I don't.
But either way, like however it comes out.
If not, we could do. We could try the Double Trouble and come back and see if.
No, I don't have advanced laggy.
All right, let's do Double Trouble and then we'll come back.
Alrighty.
We're gonna do double. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, who is the weakest link in the chain? I hope we.
Ghost.
Oh, come on, me, of course. Come on.
Oh.
No,
What?
I'm the MVP and the weakest link in the chain.
we love you. I like that. All about Viride.
Mhm.
Okay. The next
That
question.
green emerald.
Do you trust
joking,
these fine folks to hunt an Alatreon with you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. We should probably hunt an Alatreon right now. That's.
we should.
We really should. Since someone
Oh,
just said something.
I don't even have to change my set. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, we're
Red
gonna
Stash, thank you. He just
we're
picked
gonna
one.
show how
job.
bad we are at Alatreon, Red Stash. You get to see.
Keep in mind, we do not have a hammer with us.
Oh.
Wait, what do you mean we don't have a hammer?
Oh.
Aren't you hammering ghosts? You don't have a hammer in this guy, don't you?
What?
You don't?
Told you
I
that.
thought you did. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be like accusatory. I thought you had a hammer.
I still need Gil to.
Yeah,
You
Gail's
could
gotta hold
watch
it.
me hammer, but I'm
Yeah,
really.
Gil doesn't care to talk to you.
Well, you know, guys, I'm bringing my greatsword hammer, but yeah, I'm not gonna do much with that.
Okay, let's see if we can give that thing a KO. Okay, Malik.
Oh,
I was actually hunting with Jose the other night, and we were. Oh, I have to tell you this really quick. This story. We were hunting with a couple of others. Jose and I. Jose's a fan. Talked about. Anyway, he and I were great swording. There were two other hammers. We only got one KO in, and I think it was Jose that did the KO. It was so bad. It was just so bad. So,
It happens.
it happens.
Malik, we'll do better than those hammer users.
I hope so. Are you punishing drawing or no?
I think so. I have to look at my set.
Okay. That would be no. It's okay. Well, I'm confident.
We got this.
We got this. We got this.
Yeah, we got
Electra.
this for sure.
So we're gonna find out the answer to that question, and then it
Okay.
says, regardless of that answer to that question, will you guys hunt an Alatreon next if you haven't? So we're taking care of you right now.
Yeah,
All
we
that
got
purpose
you.
right
Man.
here.
We got you.
We're multitasking.
Thank you so
Actually-
much for the questions. We appreciate that, and especially giving us ideas. If anyone has ideas they want to throw out in the questions, go ahead. Let us know what you want to see, how you want us to die. Now, next up on the list is Judge Magister, the Dragonborn hero of Unity.
Judge Magister. Oh, should we announce what we saw today?
Apparently, there's a new capcom-unity podcast in town. I'm not sure I got the name of it, but Gavisa, StoicD, Ivy, and Judge.
Super
gonna-
excited.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see what they do.
Wow!
Well, when they get their information up there, we'll put it in the show links, but I can't wait to see what they come
Yeah,
up with.
boy, they're going to give us a run for our money.
Clearly.
Mm.
Clearly.
I don't think we could contend with that. We might as well just end the podcast.
Yeah,
on
this
this
could be the
episode.
last episode.
That's what
Well,
everyone's going to be watching, the judges.
Judge, this
It's
It's going to be
Alatreon.
Ivy's podcast, because
Yeah, it is, dude.
Really powered.
Ivy is a total
then.
badass.
Right, how does it
Sure.
feel to be our last episode? Or yes.
I'm last guess. Yay! I got to watch all the movie. So, what does Judge ask?
He wants to know beef or hot dogs.
Beef for sure.
Fair
Where's
enough.
the beef?
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you like my tiara?
I wish I had one just like it.
Don't we all?
I know.
Doesn't.
How come you can't come up with witty one-liners like me?
What is that, a challenge, son?
Oh.
After me? Because we can do this on the boards if you want. You want to do this on the boards, man? Now you got your own show, you better walk the walk if you're going to talk the talk, Judge. Because now you're putting it all on the line.
Oh boy.
You all hit him! You all hit him!
It was like
Challenge!
We're getting all like pro wrestling promo right now. So.
For sure.
All right.
No, but yeah, Judge, you're a funny guy. I don't know if I can match up, but I'll take the challenge, man.
Yeah.
Nice. He's up for the challenge.
I certainly hope so.
All right. His next question is: fancy pants or short shorts?
Who wears short shorts? Dun 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 dun. We wear short shorts. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
Oh,
Fans are short shorts.
It's okay. It's okay. We took damage together, so
That's
we're good.
right.
Oh,
How come I wasn't a part of that?
I gotta heal everyone.
I should take a cool drink. Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah,
My
of
cool
course.
drink. Oh, I got to.
Judge is asking the questions like everyone wants to know. This next one: who is your favorite Sex and the City character?
You know, I have to admit this. There are a number of television shows that I absolutely love. I saw an episode of
This
Sex
isn't
and the
one of
City.
them. Just kidding.
It's not that I don't like it; it's that I don't get it. It was like watching something in a foreign language to me. I am a huge fan. My favorite TV show of all time is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, nice, dude.
I'm a
Nice.
huge Buffy. I'm a huge Buffy fan. I like everything Joss Whedon does in general,
Yep.
but Buffy is the best, dude. Buffy is just such a
Pretty pretty.
badass.
Fire bad.
You like Firefly?
Fire bad, fire bad, dude. Where the Brewski gets turned in a warlock, like turns them all into cavemen. Yeah. Fire bad. Yeah, that was a good one. But yeah, I have to admit, I saw one episode of Sex and the City. They shopped for shoes, and 2 of the 4 of them exchanged bodily fluids with other persons. So I didn't really understand it. It just seemed really banal to me. The only other show that I have understood less is American Idol. Like that Simon Cowell guy needs to just be slapped in the face. Like I get really angry. So yeah, I got to admit I don't know enough on the subject to say for sure. Sorry, Judge.
Nice.
Nice status meets, by the way. These are great. Little pyramid of status.
I'm
meets.
just gonna say I don't know what Judge did because I missed it, but he somehow finally got modded in this post. I don't know what you did.
No, I saw what he did. I saw what he did.
I saw what he did as well.
And Judge, my kids are really big fans of the Muppets in general, so that was totally lively and worth seeing, man. And
Yeah.
parts of me wish that I had never seen it, but you can't take those things back,
I don't
man.
know. I want
Alex?
to see it definitely now.
Alec.
Yeah, what's up?
I
Alec.
can't say what it was for sure.
There's a bunch of meat on
I don't
the
know.
floor.
Oh, who did that?
What?
Why
What
do
is?
they have anything to do with that?
I don't know. Just
I wonder who did that.
Notice the meat there. Okay, moving on.
Thank you, Judge. Questions and for getting modded finally. It took a while. You didn't,
Yeah, it took a
but you
while.
got modded, so you're on track.
Hella funny.
See what happens. Nice. All right. Next questions are from Shy Guy Says.
Shy Guy, the Science Guy.
Shines the guy side. What?
Because that was the name of the WOM channel for a while. It was
yeah.
Science Time with Shy Guy, the Science Guy, because it was a reference to Bill Nye, the Science
Bill
Guy.
Nye the Science
He
Guy.
got mad because I got mad because everyone was talking about scientific things, and I just didn't think WOM was a good place for that.
No science here.
I'm obviously a
Science.
huge science
Ooh.
nerd. So I was
No,
totally
as
egging
you
it on.
see-
I was like so bad.
Viride and IR Science Geeks.
Nice.
This is like, we do so much learning here on the.
His first question is question number 3. Cheese balls or Cheetos?
Cheese balls all the way.
Nice.
Hot Cheetos.
All right. Yeah.
Question number 5. Heroes are to saving as Viride is to...
Head cheese. Head cheese is so wonderful, you guys. It's like if a Jello mold made sweet, sweet love to a loaf of bologna. It's the best thing ever. It's pure ambrosia.
That's like signature worthy. I want that. Wow.
Explosions!
Oh, sorry, did I screw you up? Sorry.
There's explosions everywhere! I was being comboed by your
And something
explosion.
blew up. And Haas wasn't here. If a movie Independence Day actually happened, would you vote for Jeff Goldblum or Will Smith for president? That's a good
Holy cow,
question.
I'm so glad that someone asked me this question. I mean, this is like a significant question. All right, so here's the deal here. Okay, so at the end of Independence Day, the film, they inject a computer virus into the aliens, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, good job, Bob. We all won." But the problem is that in the film we only see up to like 5-10 minutes after the aliens are all like, "Oh, we're infected." So if the virus took and the aliens like are all just totally decimated and they don't show up, then you want to take Jeff Goldblum, otherwise known as David Levinson in the film, and you want to make that guy president because he's going to do a great job restoring humanity and bringing everyone back together.
More explosions!
Sorry about that.
You're good. We like him.
It's only Ghost that you're hitting.
Yeah, we like one Ghost.
That's what Malik's mentality is.
Nice. However, if the virus doesn't take and it just seems like the aliens are just postponed, then you want Will Smith because you want the military badass hero to be in the presidency. To be
the
guy
who just looks at aliens, punches them in the face, and says, yeah.
Exactly. You want that guy to be president. You're totally on the same page that I am, Malik. However, and there's a real problem here. And it's the problem that is proposed by the remake of the classic television show Battlestar Galactica. And in Battlestar Galactica, they basically propose a situation where the humans get rid of the Cylons, the robot alien things. They're robots specifically, not aliens. Yeah. But the whole point being that they get rid of the Cylons, they all get really comfortable, and everything goes when the Cylons come back, and they basically just decimate everything. So the situation you want to really look out for is if you're able to really send the aliens away. If you got Jeff Goldblum, a.k.a. David Levinson, as your president, you're going to be in a really tough situation if the aliens come back and it just seems like the virus totally took and that you're in a really great position, but you're really not. They're just regrouping. So the situation you want to look out for, you want Will Smith to be in a high-level position in the government, and you want him to have a certain amount of authority. Oh, nice. Whoever did that was great.
That was awesome. Must have been Malik. It wasn't me. Maybe it was you. Viride?
No, it wasn't me. I don't do anything right.
You know what? That was a team effort.
Good job, Malik.
That was a team effort. Oh, nice, Ghost.
Oh.
We can be useful.
Nice.
We can do stuff.
We could play Monster Hunter.
That was a
look at this guy go.
That was a really good answer, and you know what? I actually heard they're talking about possibly doing a sequel to that.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. I don't know if anything's going to come of it, but they were talking about Will Smith becoming president. So yeah.
That's cool. I'm down.
Definitely. If you could have one set of armor from Tri in real life, which would it be? I would probably take the Bari armor. It looks cool and fits my cold weather preference.
Nice. I would go for full Ranger, specifically the male set. Obviously, Viride is a female character, but I would go for, since I'm a boy, I'm going to go for the male set of Ranger.
I'm a boy.
That'd be.
I like how we go into different songs.
I would specifically take Ranger because it looks like the outfit that was worn by Jubei in the anime Ninja Scroll.
Nice.
And Jubei had a really similar looking outfit that I always thought looked really cool. And you know, when I first saw Ranger, I was like, oh, dude, that's totally Jubei from Ninja Scroll. So I would go for the Jubei outfit.
Very cool.
Nice.
How would you react if I got everyone to ask why you did it instead of Chump?
No, I mentioned this before we started recording, I think,
me.
if I remember correctly. And you know, nobody beats Swayze. Nobody beats Swayze, man. Chump really hit the nail on the head. And so anything I would come up with would be really inferior. Like, usually if I'm being snarky and trying to punch me, will you, Alatreon? I got some clutch shots for you. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I can't be Chump, and anything I would do would just be second rate to Swayze, man. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I would try to go for the quote from Bruce Campbell, probably, because I'm a huge Bruce Campbell fan. But you know, I don't even think that would be better than nobody puts baby in the corner. So I got a default, man. I'm sorry, Shy Guy. I got a default because Chump really just rocked that one.
Nice. Well,
Awesome.
that was his last question. Thank you, Shy Guy.
Hey, thanks, man.
Okay.
Maybe got time for one more. Let's see. We got Kaboom. Kaboom.
Boom.
His first question.
Oceans!
Region-locked servers in 3U, yay or nay?
We gotta have free love in the world of Monster Hunter.
Absolutely.
It's gotta be 1969 again. Take down all the locks. Free love, man.
Absolutely,
We gotta all be on the same
absolutely.
page.
I don't think many people will argue that. We need to get the servers sort of unified. We don't want to be divided from our EU brethren and vice
If
versa.
it happens, then it happens, and that's really sad and unfortunate. I am a huge enabler.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it happens, it happens. But still, we hope in the future, they look at this and we wanna be united because we're all part of the same community.
Totally.
Yeah. Next question: which is better, the Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64? That's a good question.
I'm gonna just have to preposition anything I say is this is just my opinion. Obviously, hey,
Nice.
12:27 is something.
12-minute Alatreon.
Hey.
I would personally say that the Super Nintendo is superior. And, there was a lot of really great software that came out on the Nintendo 64. GoldenEye, Ocarina of Time, the introduction of Smash Brothers, and the introduction of Mario Party. Really, really incredible franchises and games. However, on the Super Nintendo side, the Super Nintendo really had the pinnacle of 2D gaming. I mean, the very best of the Final Fantasy series. Final Fantasy 2 and 4, easily... I'm so sorry, 4 and 6, I apologize.
You're good. And
Final Fantasy 4 and 6 on the Super Nintendo.
You're all right in my book, man. You won me over.
Cool, thanks. Super Metroid, Super Mario World... These games are like the pinnacle of 2D gaming of their own particular genres.
Wait, hold on. What about Link to the Past?
Link to the Past, yeah. I was gonna. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that is like people will argue Ocarina of Time with Link to the Past. Me personally, as far as my Zelda fan goes, I love Zelda as a whole. So like fighting games, to me, is stupid. It's like fighting your favorite kids to be like you're my favorites. No, love all your Zelda games. For the people that are just for some people, they do not like Skyward Sword because it's not like Ocarina of Time. Go play Ocarina of Time. Have fun. I'm gonna have fun with Skyward Sword and Ocarina of Time and every other Zelda. Freaking Oracles, Seasons, you name it.
I'm a huge fan of Link to the Past. I haven't played it in many years, but growing up for me, that was the role-playing game. Because Super Nintendo was my main system, and I remember when that came out, it was just it was crazy. Nothing like that.
I will give it props though. Link to the Past was the first, Legend of Zelda game that introduced the whole get a weapon, go to the dungeon.
Okay, everyone up here on this table. Everyone up here at the table.
Wrong table.
And,
no.
Over here.
No, you can't make me.
Yes. Come up here. Now I brought a little something. I know we still have 2 more questions from Kaboom, and we'll answer that. But before we go, I hid a little birthday cake under the table. Putting it up there. A birthday cake. Oh my goodness! And guess what? We're gonna sing a song. Everyone, get ready. We're gonna sing a song. A happy birthday song to our one and very only Mel.
Aww.
We're really gonna sing "Happy Birthday" to you.
We're gonna do it
right now. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
birthday, dear Alex.
Man.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my god, guys, thank you. Wow.
Way to go, man.
Thank you so much. That was
made it this far.
That's crazy. Wow, this is a podcast first, for sure.
And Reed's going, oh man, they're singing
Hey, he was really good. I heard him, his voice, man.
Yeah, we are very honored and privileged to have him sing.
Actually, Bandit says I can't sing. He actually made a complaint about that on the thread. He's like, don't make Viride sing.
Oh, dude, I love the songs I've heard with you, man. Oh, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, we'll go back to Kaboom's question, and then, we'll probably finish things up here.
Nice.
Just 2 more quick ones. What's your opinion on the new blast elements / status?
I think it looks kind of cool. I've seen a lot of the Kelby Bow videos, and it seems kind of shmuppy to me. I'm a huge fan of shmups. And I like the shmuppy action. I like that you're just kind of dispensing bullets as fast as you can. while you like dodge around. And I also think it's just kind of like a really good example of like how endgame weapons in Monster Hunter can just be incredibly powerful. And so I've seen more Kelby bow videos than Blade Master videos.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of like, the Great Sword Blast element weapons, and it seems cool to me. Like I'm down with it.
Nice.
Awesome.
His last question is, which is worse, a sandstorm or a blizzard?
Sandstorm is worse because you're gonna get something in your eye. Watch out there, kids! You're gonna get something in your eye.
Watch out, don't poke in the eye.
What?
The sand's gonna poke me in the eye.
It is really annoying though when you get something in your eye. Like I would rather freeze to death than actually have something in my eye, even if it wasn't lethal. Even if it was just like, oh, I just got something in my eye. Like I'd rather actually die of hypothermia. Like
I'd rather have
horrific
snow.
thing to me.
Yeah, I'd rather have snowflakes in my pants than sand in my pants.
Tell me about it.
Chafing. All I have to say, chafing.
Nice.
Preach, sister, preach. You are absolutely right.
That's a
Not that I know from personal experience. No, not at all. So. Oh man. Oh, Viride, it has gone by way too fast, and
Yes,
it's
so
not
much.
enough time. And I know we didn't get to everyone's questions, but I believe you have something special in store for those. Especially we didn't get to Oz's or Shayla's, Shiva Man's or my wifey Jan's, but I think you have
Gail,
something special for them.
Conti, a lot of people, yep.
Yeah, we're starting back up with Satolo. I should say I'm going to start back up. I'm going to cover everybody's questions that we didn't catch on the podcast, and I'll just simultaneously publish with these fine people that had me as a guest. And thank you so much for having me. I immensely appreciate it. I've been a huge fan of the show since episode 1, and being on with you guys is just like, it's a huge treat. Huge treat.
Oh man,
Well,
we're
treat
so
for us.
it was a huge treat for us. We really appreciate you coming on.
Cool. I'm really glad I got to come out.
Us too, man. You wanna send us out on our merry way?
I will send you out on your merry way. Ladies and gentlemen of planet Earth, you have just watched the Well Done podcast. Myself, Viride, Ghost, Malik, and Seraphie have just rocked your world. If you're feeling like you want more of this, that's completely understandable, and we look forward to seeing you next time on the Well Done podcast.
Nice. Well, thanks, man.
Nice.
Oh,
If it ain't well done, it's burnt.
Oh,
Yeah. Bang, bang.
thanks everybody for watching.
We love you. Come back for more.
See you next time. Please come back.
Bye.
Love us. Don't leave me alone with Viride.